Good evening. Happy Sunday. The time is now 5:32 p.m. Eastern Time. Allow me to say, allow me to make my opinion about the doggone CARES 2 Act bill. The CARES 2 Act bill means that the House passes it. I'm glad 9 progressive Congress people and some other about 14 centrist Democrats vote against it because they notice that it's really going to the lobbyists. It's not coming to us. It's going to the lobbyists. There's like 2 or 3 separate bills. But the good thing, here's what I like about the good thing. Here's what I liked about the good of the bill. The good of the bill that it provides billions of dollars to city and state local governments, and it provides billions of dollars to food assistance, SNAPs, and all that program stuff. But the $1,200 one-time check don't mean nothing for these working people. If I was a working man like I used to, I would say, what $1,200 do for me? It ain't gonna do nothing. That's $100 a week for 12 weeks. Why is this Congress? I know. I understand that Democrats has the majority of the House, and Republicans still have the majority of the Senate. So, if Democrats really want to win and keep the House, need to give us a clean bill. But this is the second time the CARES Act bill is not clean. Because all they want to do is bail out corporations and bail out the lobbyists who makes the most money. What is wrong with our freaking government? I didn't mean to ask that. I shouldn't ask that question, but I'm putting the blame on you. I'm putting the blame on you, Ku Klux Klan gangsters. That's who I'm blaming. The Ku Klux Klan gangsters. Who did this? It's your fault. And y'all need to accept that truth that people like me are telling. You know what I mean? That's what pisses me off on the inside. So anyway, you Ku Klux Klan gangsters is really bringing back the freaking past. Y'all really bringing back y'all really bringing back the last century and the century before that. Come on now. When y'all gonna start appreciating us people of color? How many times I gotta say this to y'all? Ku Klux Klan gangsters. How many times I gotta say to y'all? Huh? How many times I gotta say this to y'all that people of color built this country centuries ago? If it wasn't for us, people of color who built this damn country centuries ago, y'all would not live in it. Y'all would not have a roof over your heads. If it wasn't for us, people of color, build this country and all other countries in the whole globe, we wouldn't have this planet. Y'all just a bunch of you Ku Klux Klan gangsters are nothing but takeovers. Y'all took over our federal government. Y'all took over our federal government. Y'all took over our military. Y'all took over Pentagon. Y'all took over our police department. And y'all y'all need to look in the mirror and say to yourselves, I did it. I turned people against each other. Simple. Effing simple. But you Ku Klux Klan gangsters refuse to listen. Y'all refuse to listen. Y'all are being hard-headed. No wonder why we're separated now. Like I said before, I don't hate white people. I just hate racism. Let me tell you, and I know this. You Ku Klux Klan gangsters are not just white. Y'all black. There's black Ku Klux Klan. There's black Ku Klux Klan gangsters too. But you know what? Forget about that. All I see Ku Klux Klan gang. The Ku Klux Klan gangsters is mostly white. But let me rephrase on us blacks. Us blacks are rednecks. Us blacks ain't gangsters. But when y'all make us mad, y'all turn us into gangsters. Just like y'all, but we're not like y'all. So get it through your noggins. Triple K gangsters. You know what? I wouldn't say or don't say that most white people are rednecks. But it's not just white people who are rednecks. Black people are rednecks. You know? So, here's how I see it. That's the only time you blacks and white, us blacks and whites get together when we the same kind, not color. You know what I mean? So, you Ku Klux Klan gangsters need to do your own freaking research. I know y'all want me to do my own research. I've done my research. Okay? I've done my research before y'all ever done your research. And that's facts. And let me tell you, Ku Klux Klan gangsters who put the orange Mussolini in the White House. Let me tell y'all something. Take my advice. Matter of fact, y'all not gonna listen when I tell y'all this. Y'all really not gonna listen. Y'all don't like to listen. Because you're too busy having y'all heads up your butts. Stop chasing reporters who done nothing to you. Leave the nonviolent people alone. Because nobody don't need your lynching. Nobody don't need your attitude. Nobody don't need your negativity at all. You hear me? Nobody don't need your negativity. Because the more y'all be negative, there be more lynchings going on. It needs to stop. If nobody didn't do anything to you, stop chasing people. Leave them alone. Because I know some of y'all live in Suffolk County. Most of y'all live in Suffolk County. Most of y'all people who put the orange Mussolini in the White House live in Suffolk County and upstate New York. But from the 5 boroughs to Nassau County, from the 5 boroughs to Nassau County, we won't tolerate that. Actually, there's one borough. There's one borough in the 5 boroughs. Have you Triple K gangsters live? Staten Island, which is Staten Island. So Staten Island, Suffolk County, and some parts of upstate New York, I should call it Naziville. But the white people I love, who cares about everybody, not just their own kind. They care about every color. But you motherfucking Nazis just care about yourselves and others who look like y'all. But when it comes to minorities, y'all don't give a damn. Y'all don't give a damn about Y'all don't give a damn minorities. I mean, about minorities. Excuse my speech impediment. Back to what I'm saying about Congress. If they don't want to help us, as we the people, they gonna get voted. They gonna get voted out, regardless. Whether they like it or not, they gonna get voted out. Cause I don't know about y'all, but I'm getting sick and tired of them bailing out corporations and lobbyists instead of bailing us out. Not just the people in need. I'm talking about the people, the working people, who's dying to go back to work. And because of them, y'all jobs are taken away. So instead of blaming us, and I wouldn't blame y'all, you better blame our politicians on both sides, not just one side. I noticed that Republican voters like to blame Democrats, and Democrat voters like to blame Republicans. No. You know what? This is not about race. This is not about what party you voted for. It's about oligarchy and democracy. Remember, let me say it again. Oligarchy and democracy. Because I understand oligarchy means rich and democracy means poor and working class. So, I understand you KKK gangsters have liberties, but what about us? What about the rest of us? We had liberties too. If y'all want y'all liberties protected, we want our liberties protected. You know what I mean? So, when y'all keep rushing to go back to work, it will be more deaths. We're in the middle of the pandemic right now. So, I advise y'all to be patient. Because if y'all don't be patient, it's going to be more deaths. It's going to get worse. You're not going to let this pandemic go away if y'all keep coming out to protest. You know? But for now, just stay in your homes so you can stay alive. Because if you don't stay in your homes, you're going to get it, and you're going to get sick, you're going to die. But, I like I said, I really don't wish death on no one. I don't wish death on nobody. So, please, if y'all want to protest, y'all protest peaceful. I mean, if we could protest peacefully and social distantly, so can y'all. KKK gangsters. Before I go, let me say a little bit. Let me say a little bit about Bernie Sanders. Senator Bernie Sanders, I don't hate you, but you should have voted on that surveillance bill. You should have voted on that. If you would have voted on it, we would have won. But the bill failed. And when the bill failed, it means you are allowing FBI to double spy on us. I mean, enough is enough. I don't need to see more. I don't want to see FBI, our government, keep spying on us. Come on now. I mean, invade our privacy. Come on. Don't need that. It's been like this for almost 20 years. We don't need that. And I don't need war. And I don't want to see no more wars. I'm not saying the orange Mussolini is the problem. He is the symptom of the problem. But the real problem is the leaders we have in Congress. The leaders are the real problem. The leaders can't even govern. The people in Congress who leads better is those 9 progressives who voted against the HEROES Act. I mean, I don't agree with Congressman Ro Khanna too much, but I agree with him. From the title I saw, he said that $3 trillion should go on Medicaid and Medicare. But instead, Triple K gangsters, your boy, Orange Mussolini, wants to cut Medicaid and Medicare. But before him and Turtle McConnell want to cut it, I'm blaming another Nazi by the name of Joe Biden. He's the one who wanted to cut it since the Reagan era. Matter of fact, before Reagan got elected. Biden was in office when Gerald Ford was in office. No, Nixon and Gerald Ford. That's how long Biden's been in office. So Biden is the real problem. Yep. Biden's the real problem. Mitch McConnell's the real problem. Nazi Pelosi's the real problem. Chuck Schumer's the real problem. Your boy Orange Mussolini is the symptom of the problem. George H.W. Bush is the problem. Bill Clinton is the problem. The Clintons is the problem. George W. Bush is the problem, and the Obamas is the problem too. They all had problems with it. They all had problems with us. I just noticed ever since my childhood days. You know what? I feel a little emotional right now. I'm not upset. I'm just feeling emotional. So, back to Bernie Sanders. Back to Bernie Sanders. Senator Sanders, I mean, you did a great job trying to help us, save us. I mean, every single administration want to cut Medicaid, Medicare from people who paid into it and us recipients who receive it. I just want to thank you for saving that. But this time, the way how you is lately, the way you allow the media and the DNC take you down harder than they take you down harder, fighting you harder than they fighting the Orange Mussolini. But you need to call out the media more often. I mean, if you could call out the media if you can call out the mainstream media who doing this to you, you need to call out the leaders. You need to call out the Democrat leaders. Because if you don't, as a matter of fact, forget that if you don't stuff, but you need to sue, not just the media, not just the mainstream media. You need to sue the DNC, Democrat National Committee. You need to sue them too for destroying your campaign back in 2016 and now. You need to sue them, because if you don't, I don't know what to say, or I don't know what to do. And how dare you be on the side? And how dare you be on the side of? How dare you be on that side of that Nazi segregationist Joe Biden? And another thing. I'm not just talking to you. I'm not just talking to you. Talking to you, Orange Mussolini supporters. I'm talking to you too, Joe Biden supporters. I'm talking to y'all too. Y'all Nazis. As far as I'm concerned, y'all Nazis. Y'all Nazis too. To me, both of y'all group of Nazi supporters get along together, as far as I'm concerned. To me, y'all don't hate each other. Y'all get along together. Just like our government on both sides don't really I mean, they pretend like they don't get along with each other, but at the end of the day, they're on the same fucking team. Excuse my language, but it's a fact. And if they don't like it, they can kiss me where the sun don't shine. As far as I'm concerned. But just because we're in the middle of the pandemic, it doesn't mean y'all have to go start lynching, shooting down niggas like me. Or Latinos. Come on now. I'm gonna say this once. Leave us people of color alone. If us people of color ain't do nothing to you Nazis, leave us alone. You know? Don't mess with us. If you don't like us messing with you, don't mess with us. You know what I mean? And I ain't just black, and I'm not just black. I'm also disabled. I have a mild intellectual disability. It means if I have respect for y'all, y'all need to have respect for me. And I mean it. So, y'all have a good night and God bless y'all.